Jeff Nippard released an upper body workout plan.
This science-based upper body workout only took me 45 minutes. Low volume, high intensity, let's go.
Turns out it's not compatible for the executive lifestyle. I'll be giving it a definitive lazy shredded efficiency score at the end of the video based on the 3 criteria that matter the most to high-level professionals. If you're a high-level executive looking to get in shape, you'll learn the high leverage steps to avoid the flaws of the plan. I'm Dominic Spear, the systems over willpower guy, leading a health concierge for traveling executives. Let's get into the audit.
This science-based upper body workout only took me 45 minutes. Low volume, high intensity, let's go. Up first, 2 sets of incline Smith machine press. Use a 30 to 45 degree incline and use your upper pecs to move the weight. Left.
Love this exercise.
Set to failure. Next, 2 sets of machine pec deck. You can swap these out for dumbbells or cable flies. The key is to feel a big stretch on your pecs and then squeeze your pecs to move the weight. Strong mind-muscle connect.
What I also like doing here, quick tip, is thinking about bringing my biceps together, and as a result, the weight moves.
Then, 2 sets of machine lateral raises for the side delts. Think about sweeping the weight out rather than shrugging the weight up.
That's a very, very important point. Sweeping out will avoid activating your traps too much because you really want to isolate those side delts.
Both sets to failure. For back, I did 2 sets of weighted pull-ups. Body weight plus 75 pounds.
These are fun, once you can do them. And then 1 on pull-ups too.
For 6 reps. Try to add a little weight each week and push these hard, but don't let your form get too sloppy. Chin over the bar on every rep until you can't, and the set's over. Next, 2 sets of machine rows. Focus on squeezing your mid-back together as hard as you can at the top of each rep. For arms, I did 2 sets of easy bar preacher curls and 2 sets of triceps press downs, squeezing my triceps at the bottom.
As you just saw, the routine consisted of 2 sets of the incline Smith machine chest press, 6 to 8 reps, 2 sets of the machine pec deck, again 6 to 8 reps, 2 sets of machine lateral raises, 8 to 10 reps, 2 sets of weighted pull-ups, 6 to 8 reps, 2 sets of machine rows, 6 to 8 reps, 2 sets of the easy bar preacher curl, again 6 to 8 reps, and finally the tricep pushdown, again 6 to 8 reps. The 3 criteria of the lazy shredded efficiency score are minimal time investment, science-backed intensity, and chaos-proof systemization. Let's grade this routine based on these 3 criteria. First, minimal time investment. Jeff Nippard clearly states that this is a short and effective workout, and I would agree, 45 minutes is manageable for the most part. But I would also add that this is just short for a bodybuilder, not short for the general public. It also fails to utilize basic density hacks. When watching this, what immediately stood out to me is that he could have compressed time, cutting it in half basically, by utilizing antagonistic supersets. For example, he could have combined the Smith machine chest press with some sort of a back movement. This is so effective because while the one muscle group is working, the other one is resting. Again, this will cut your workout time in half, just doing this. The second thing that stood out to me was, for example, using the Smith machine. It takes a little bit more setup time. Instead, he could have used dumbbells, which don't take as much setup time. Applying these 2 things, he could have brought down the entire workout below 30 minutes. Second criteria, science-backed intensity. Truly, great advice. He's a science-backed lifter, and here's why this was amazing advice. Great rep ranges. I don't see too many people just stay in the 6 to 8 rep range or maximally up to 10, but this is the most effective one, and here's why. If you go too high with the reps, often you don't know if you are actually fatiguing the muscle or if it's just your cardiovascular system giving up. Taking your muscles to failure or very close to failure is very important for creating enough stimulus and then as a result maximizing muscle growth. Along with that, for me personally, it's just so much more fun because I know it's just intense and short as opposed to 12, 15, 20 reps. It can get to a point where you're doing the exercise and you get bored, which is not cool. And he also applied science. He optimized for tension in the stretched part of the movement for the most part. This is according to the latest research, the best way to go about exercise selection. Additionally, this is a great overall routine for aesthetics. He targeted all key muscle groups when it comes to building a lean aesthetic physique. Upper chest, upper back, lats, and of course the shoulders, giving you that nice V-taper look. The only critique I have is on the tricep push down. To optimize for the stretch and overall activation of the long head of the tricep, which is the biggest one, I would have chosen an overhead exercise. For example, the overhead cable tricep extension, or even something like the dumbbell skull crushers. Moving on to the third criteria, chaos-proof systemization. And this is where his routine failed. This plan is impossible to execute in nearly most hotel gyms. I mean, as we know, they mostly only have one bench, a couple of dumbbells, and treadmills. This is a perfect gym routine, but not a travel-proof routine. Second critique when it comes to chaos-proof systemization is exercise selection. Overall great, but some exercises just have too much friction. You won't always find a pull-up bar in a hotel gym. You won't always find a Smith machine in a hotel gym, and even other machines like the machine lateral raise or even the pec deck. So let's grade this routine based on the Lazy Shredded efficiency score out of 10. First, minimal time investment. I give it an 8 out of 10. 45 minutes is truly not bad, and it's manageable in most case scenarios, but he could have really optimized by using antagonistic supersets and better exercise selection. Doing those two things, he could have brought the entire routine below 30 minutes. Second, science-backed intensity. 9 out of 10. Really great advice. Only critique was on the tricep pushdown, and I will add that it is a tiny nuance. Thirdly, chaos-proof systemization. 4 out of 10. This is where his routine failed. Exercise selection is great, but not compatible for hotel gyms. It would just add too much friction overall. There are truly better alternatives that give you the science-backed benefit without the friction. Now that you know what is missing, you need the entire routine to go along with that. Make sure to check out the 15-minute dumbbell-only routine video next for the full blueprint. It's not about willpower, it's about having the right systems. I will see you in the next one.